Chief Justice Sen Gupta, my esteemed brothers, Justice V. Ramana, Dr. Chandrachud, Sri Rao and LP Dharma Rao, Srimati Akila Shivdas, brothers and sister judges from the Andhra Pradesh High Court, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege for me and a pleasure for me to be invited to this function. I'm told that initially Kerala was not included, and the reason was that Kerala did not have much of a problem with AIDS. That is what I was given to understand. And it's partly true, because ever since AIDS made its unwelcome appearance in the early 1980s, it has posed a threat to the very existence of mankind on a scale which was truly fearsome. A little bit of statistics. In the state of Kerala, we noticed that as on 1/6/2013, we have 23,674 HIV positive persons. This is a figure which has been doled out to me by the Kerala Society for Control of AIDS, working under the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. Besides, we have 8,147 AIDS patients. Kerala has a population of over 3 crores, comprised in 14 districts spread over 63 taluks. As you all know, HIV is spread through blood transfusion, intravenous injections resorted to by drug users during childbirth and, of course, sexual intercourse. Necessarily, AIDS has to be contained and prevented. Great emphasis has to be laid on an effective information campaign, giving clear-cut information to the vulnerable sections. The vulnerable sections include, as Dr. Chandrachud said, sex workers, MSM, males having sex with males. Migrant workers, we have a population of about 1.5 million migrant workers who come from as far as Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Orissa, Assam to work in Kerala. That is really risk-keeping. In the state of Kerala, there are 52 targeted intervention projects. Of the same, 20 are female sex workers targeted intervention projects. 27,458 sex workers are covered through the 20 sex worker projects we have in Kerala. In Kerala, we have 191 testing centers. They include testing centers established in jails. The important rights as far as HIV and AIDS affected persons would appear to be the right to informed consent, the right to confidentiality, and the right against discrimination. As far as the right to informed consent is concerned, testing for HIV requires informed consent of the person being tested and for any research on data of HIV positive persons. In this context, I wish to point out the shocking news which the nation woke up to a few days back of 4 persons in Assam getting infected with HIV through blood transfusion. We also have programs involving interaction with persons living with HIV in the college campus. Street plays are held for spreading the information relating sex, use of condoms, etc. The usual forms of discrimination faced by HIV positive AIDS patients are discrimination in the field of employment, medical discrimination, and discrimination in the field of education. In the state of Kerala, we've had a few cases where children of HIV positive persons have faced discrimination in educational institutions. This is, of course, taken up by the media in a big way. The numbers which I have mentioned earlier, though self-flattering, are official numbers. I am quite sure that Kerala has far more HIV plus and AIDS patients. In particular, the main source of HIV plus and AIDS patients would be the sex workers and the homosexuals. Many of the sex workers, I am told, and I read somewhere, it's as low as 17% in Maharashtra, even do not use condoms. The shocking revelation is added in human rights literature. Worldwide, no doubt, there is a campaign for decriminalizing sex work. They would argue that by making sex work criminal, sex workers go underground and they would be slow to bring their problems into the open. They would also argue that by not decriminalizing sex work, abuse of women engaged in sex work, be it physical or mental, by their customers would continue, resulting in the violation of their human rights and fundamental rights. Many would say that sex work must be treated as a personal service, and the state must adopt an attitude by which they would neither condemn sex work nor would they condone it. A non-judgmental attitude without moralistic underpinnings is needed to deal not only with the problem of HIV, but also the larger problems faced by a large number of persons who are forced to live as sex workers, transgenders, homosexuals, and the like. Necessarily, an unabated publicity of the problems and the solutions continues to be the imperative need of the hour. This is necessary as there is a feeling that with antiretroviral drugs, AIDS, the disease, has been vanquished, and therefore there is nothing very menacing about it anymore. This lulls many into the wrong impression about the life-threatening condition brought about by AIDS, besides the social and economic problems which it brings with it. I'm hopeful that the authority will be, in the coming months, consolidate on the gains we have made, and this participation in this program has strengthened my resolve personally to take up these issues in the authority in Kerala, and I am sure that with the team that we have, we'll be able to do some good work there. Thank you so much, Jayant.